Sketch by hand the graph of the rational function. State the domain of the function, identify all intercepts, identify any vertical or horizontal asymptotes and holes. Plot additional solution points as needed. So first we're going to start by stating the domain. First we're going to simplify the equation. So the equation equals x plus 2, x plus 1, over x plus 2 and x minus 2. We get this by factoring the initial equation given. Then we're going to get the domain. The domain equals x cannot equals positive or negative 2. Next, the vertical asymptote. Vertical asymptote is gotten from the bottom, so a vertical asymptote is x equals 2 because the negative 2 cancel out. Horizontal asymptote is we get it from the leading coefficient from the numbers with a bigger degree. So since they have the same degree, we have to get their coefficients, which is 1 over 1, and 1 over 1 equals 1. So the horizontal asymptote equals y equals 1. We see that there's a hole because the 2's cancel out, so the hole will be negative 2, and then we plug that in here, so negative 2 plus 1 over negative 2 minus 2, which equals 1 over 4. So our hole is at negative 2 and 1 over 4. Next we'll get our x-intercept and our y-intercept. X-intercept, we get it by setting the numerator to the top equals 0. So if we set that equals 0, we get negative 2 and 1, but we know the hole is at negative 2. So it will be, the x-intercept will be when x equals negative 1. So negative 1 and the y equals 0. And then the y-intercept we get by setting the x's to be 0. So when we set that to be 0, we get plus 2 over negative 4, which equals 0 and negative 0.5. Now that we have that, we can start getting points for our graph. Since we know the vertical and horizontal asymptotes are going to be plus 2 and plus 1, we can get points from the right of that and the left of that. So we can use negative 1, 0, 1, and then 3, 4, and 5. We plug these numbers into here, and for negative 1, we get 0. For 0, we get negative 0.5. For 1, we get negative 2. For 3, we'll get 4. For 4, we get 2.5. And for 5,
Hello, King David High
1.5.
School. This is an important council reminder to please bring in clothing and new toiletries for our Hanukkah fundraiser. And remember, the grade that brings in the most items will get a prize.
Now that we have all of our points, we can start graphing. So we know that the x-intercept is going to be at -1 and 0. So this is where x-intercept is going to be. And our y-intercept is going to be at -0.5. We also know that there's a hole at -2 and a quarter, which means there's a hole right around there.
If we could have all students and staff assemble in the atrium, please. Students
So
and
here,
staff, please assemble in the
you
atrium.
see the line of the shape. The shape of the line is going to be like that. You drop that. And then you're going to plot these points. So 3 is at 4. And 4 is at 2.5. And 5 is at 2. And there we got the general shape. Just graph it. So that's